Madam Deputy Speaker, the irony of hearing the Secretary of State talk about protecting democracy a week after cancelling mayoral elections will not be lost on millions of British voters. But nevertheless, we welcome this review, of course. And can the Secretary of State confirm? Can the Secretary of State confirm that it will also cover the influence of the Chinese Communist regime into the Labour Party, where a senior MP allegedly received hundreds of thousands of pounds of donations from a potential Chinese spy? A Labour government that gave away our valuable strategic Chagos Islands. A Labour government that was responsible for the Chinese spy case collapse. And a Labour government that is kowtowing to China over the mega embassy.
So, Joe, you're talking about sitting MPs that are taking money and potentially influence from a foreign government and foreign, it's just crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah, you're going to hear now where he's going to mention reform, and a guy that actually wasn't in the Reform Party, as you know it now, he was in the UKIP party for the Wales leader or something, and he's not in the party now. So they've taken action. He's not in that position anymore in the Reform government. But they're going to mention it now as a little little kick in the teeth. Except people know now that the Labour government are just full of lies. But let's hear it. What do you say about it?
Well, the leader of Reform UK, when asked,
straight away, the leader of Reform UK,
to conduct an internal review into the Gill matter, of course, refused to carry one out. But he did.
And that's because they don't have the authority to. They don't have police. They don't have a way to go back that far in time and investigate someone. They don't have the authority to look into someone's messages and stuff. Nigel Farage, over and over and over again, said that he would be willing to do it if he was given the authority to do it, but he hasn't been given the authority to do it because he's not in Parliament. That is down to the Labour government.
Did say, to give him credit, that he would welcome a review by the government into these matters. So I was disappointed that the honourable gentleman didn't welcome the review that we're discussing in the House today. All, just to be clear, all potential sources of malign foreign financial interference are in scope for this review.
Are they? Are they really? Because how did the grooming gangs inquiry go? That was complete bullshit.
And if the review finds failings in any political party, then I expect the leaders of other political parties,
not his own, other political parties,
as my own,
now he's
as of my own leader, to put the country first and their party second.
Will that really happen though? Because we know in the past with Labour government that has not happened. Keir Starmer of the week.
And a little festive advice to those in reform. If mysterious men from the East appear...
Oh, hang on. This might come back to actually bite you, Keir.
...bearing gifts... This time, report it to the police.
Did that happen with the Labour Party? And there it is, see, because Richard Tice there knows this is going to come back to bite Keir Starmer on the arse.
And a little festive advice to those in reform. If mysterious men...
So you see, Labour Party have nothing now, so they are attacking reform because reform are ahead. The problem is the opposition, no one wants them either. So you've now got these two parties that no one really cares about because they're both full of shit and lies. So what are we going to do? It doesn't make sense anymore. We need to have a change in the political system. But, to do that, we need to get a party in that are willing to do that, to make those changes. It's just an absolute shit show sometimes with our government. What's worse is people are saying that Keir Starmer won't last. Well, the worst thing is who's going to replace him, because they're all even worse than him. and that's saying something. Like, it's a scary, scary thought to think that the people that voted in for Labour voted in these people. It's just an absolute disaster of a government. Lowest poll ratings in history. Keir Starmer's now made himself onto the list of people that was it a dictator that stopping elections. He's now on the list with people that are dictators, basically. What an absolute mess that he's got into. And he's got a government now that are all after him. They're now protecting themselves because they know he's going. Labour and Party themselves are looking at who's going to be next. They're asking their members, who do you think would be next? Who do you think would be good to be next? Because they want to know. And there's talks of even Angela Rayner coming back now because she's got higher polling ratings despite fiddling the tax on her house than he has. That's how bad things are. Oh, it's a disaster. And we definitely don't want Ed. I mean, that would be even worse. The guy's a climate change nutter. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what happens.
Hey, hey.